Hi, welcome to Purpose for Life podcast. It is Wisdom Wednesday. I'm your host, Suzanne Roberts, author of It's Deeper Than That, founder of The Great Reconnection, and as always on Wisdom Wednesday, my co-pilot and beloved friend, Monu Singh is here. Monu,
Hello,
thanks for being here.
everyone.
Yes.
So happy to be here as always. Happy to be with you, Suzanne. Happy to be with our listeners.
Thank you. We were admiring each other's beauty before we got on with you all. So please just take a moment and drink in the beauty, the bounty of the beauty that's inside you, that you're radiating, the magnificence of who you are, and then join the magnificence and beauty of who we are, right, Monu?
Absolutely. The more the merrier.
Do you just love how beautiful you are?
I do. I never get tired of it.
Do you relish in it?
It's my favorite thing.
Well, so today I had a misstep because usually the first thing I do in greeting Monu is acknowledge her beauty, your beauty, and you just have a magnanimous beauty, and it's compelling and magnetic. And it's the first thing I usually say when we get on with each other. But what happened today? I had a misstep here. What happened?
Well, maybe it was my fault because I got distracted by your beauty and started talking about that. So I don't really think it's your misstep.
Okay. But then when the more you talked about my beauty, your beauty magnified, and then it just got infectious.
Guys, you have to join this club. It's great.
And we decided today we're back at, which we've only done once before, Mystic Martian Oracle deck. It's not one we use very often. And we pulled up, you could pull up things like Nagus, or we did the Blue Avian before, Alchemy or Pentagram, or the Golden Ratio. Ooh, I'd like to read that one actually. I'm pulling out the Golden Ratio because we're going to do it today too, because it says beauty, nature, and patterns. But we pulled something very grounded, not in the alien world or the atmosphere there. We pulled number 28, Earth Element. So I'm just going to, if you are watching, I'm going to show it here. And it says survival, adaptable, and reliable. And it's interesting because it has roots sending up and as above, so below. The reason why and these trees are in a forest. It is not a single tree. So everyone come here because in the book it's deeper than that. It talks about as human beings we can mimic the biodiversity of forests, which has unique and different kinds of trees in it for the health of the forest, and that the root system goes underneath to create this incredible infrastructure of nourishment and support and innate intelligence towards thriving. So if it's meant to be, all the trees will go for the sun and the glory. And so there are these trees here and a deer, which is about gentleness. And the trees are different. They're not all the same trees, which I really love. So when we're talking about survival and adaptability and reliability, I just think the world is challenging right now. This 3D world, which in the book it talks about, this card is about the 3D world. Earth is 3D. And, just which I don't recommend, but if you do turn on the news or scroll, we've got the Epstein files going on, some people getting arrested, some people not, but there's the cover up of a huge male dominated, sexual abuse and sexual trauma ring that went on for a long time and a lot of people complicit with it. And so I know I've had survivors talk to me this week and say, "Are you triggered? How are you doing? This is bringing up things for me." So we're talking about, people's nervous systems alarmed or their survival patterns up more than they're thriving. We have the whole mystery of Nancy Guthrie. If you don't know, Savannah Guthrie, was on the Today Show, and her mother was kidnapped in some kind of bizarro way, and nobody knows where she is or who did it, or that's all in the atmosphere. You know, we have many other things, ICE, all that. There's a lot of things going on in the 3D world that are could create an alarm in our system or create a sense of survival. And at the same time, I always like to think about this. I think about when I'm going to talk for a little bit, Monu, because I'm interested in myself and what I'm saying right now.
Go for it. Go for it. We
uh,
all are. Go for it.
so, but when I think about there's someone in Columbus that reports on what's happening with ICE and is mobilizing this whole community to come out and help bring food to people that are afraid to come out of their house, or going to where the hotels are and making noise, or coming together to stand in front of schools where they might come, or daycare centers. And just what gets reported is the horror of ICE, and what doesn't, which is horrible. What doesn't get reported is the resilience and the community and the collective power coming together to take a stand. And that's not communicated as strongly. And so, and I feel like that happens inside of us. We can kind of get focused on the horror, or we can find the space and freedom inside of us to get resource, to find our resilience, to find other people in our community that will share in that resilience. And I heard someone say yesterday, even in the midst of these horrors, can you find joy inside yourself? Can you find gratitude? Are you going to let the horrors take over your psyche? Because in the 3D world of form, there will never be perfect peace. There will always be wars. There's always, if we look at history, there's always harm to a group of people. A group of people are dehumanized. And so we're not going to find perfect peace inside of the world of the 3D, but inside us, there is the possibility for peace. I'm going to let you talk, and then we'll go to the book and see what the book has to say about number 28, the earth element. But let's have beautiful Monu rift here.
I appreciate what you said, about Earth as a 3D space. And I think often Earth is attached to, when we think about Earth, we attach it to the world of form. But for me, yes, and for me, what it also evokes is Earth as a necessary element of our makeup as well.
Mm,
And Earth also as part of the path to liberation, right? Like when we think about Earth, and when I'm talking about as a necessary element of our makeup, I'm talking about like fire, water, ether, air. Like these are all in many traditions. These concepts exist. And what Earth often brings is grounding, steadiness when it's in balance, right? And I think often our spiritual practices can sometimes feel divorced from that, right?
mm-hmm,
That like we're doing
definitely.
something else, we're floating up in the sky, we're communing with the spirits, whatever you're into, like that it's something different from that. But In this conversation, when you pulled the card, what I was really appreciating was how can the steadiness of earth qualities help support our soul's liberation?
Mm,
And if we think about the practices that we have, whether it's a sitting practice, whether it's a movement practice, whether we read a little bit every day from
of
a
it's
wonderful
deeper.
book called It's Deeper Than
Wait,
That.
could you say that again? What's the name of that book?
It's deeper than that. You need to check it out. I keep telling you, Suzanne.
Who's the author?
Very beautiful person, I'll tell you.
Anyway,
But like these are qualities that can and do support us. The steadiness, the regularity, the deep rhythms of earth support us in the practices that we have that on the path that we're on to greater freedom. And so that's really what I was feeling into when you pulled the card. Rather than be separate from it, how is this also part of the whole?
I love that you said that because when we think about it, Earth is what provides our food. It
Right,
gives a way for our bodies to stand with gravity, right? It gives an anchor for us actually being here to learn and grow to find our liberation,
right.
right? It is. And Earth, in the elements, Earth is slow, steady, grounded. You can either be in scarcity or abundance, right? Or as if there isn't this magnificent outpouring inside of us of eternal love, right? There is no scarcity of love inside of us. There is no scarcity of peace inside of us. And yet we need to ground to experience it.
Yes,
And we
absolutely.
can't do a flyby and think we're going to actually experience. We actually have to be here, grounded, to have our, with deep roots, anchored to go to the sun, right?
Yes,
Are you ready to hear what our
I'm
book
ready.
says?
Let's see.
It doesn't have a lot of writing for this particular one. It says Earth is one of the four classical elements and critical energetic forces that sustains third dimensional life on our planet, which is exactly what we were talking about. And it says Earth, because there's the one river, ether, out of which the four rivers flow: air, fire, water, earth. And they all work together. And that's what I appreciate about what you were saying. Like it's an essential part of our makeup and also being here so that we can be free. It's about consistency, hard work, not hard work, but, you know, persistence, patience, which I really like. It is patient and conscientious. So let's see some of the other words that are in here. Survival and also thriving. Routine, which is what you were talking about, that kind of repetitive practice is what sustains us over time. Adaptable, resourceful, nourishment, like the food, ground. Reliable, the body, grounded, foundations. I sometimes think about like a foundation of what is my moral imperative. That's a
Mhm.
foundation for my living. Practical, and like it says, vegetation, soil, matter of fact, steady. Those are some of the words.
And I think it's that steadiness of intention that we have to continue to turn our attention inwards, right?
Mm.
That patience that we have with ourselves and how we're moving on this path. These are
If
all necessary.
if our path is seeking liberation within,
Yes.
by tuning our attention inward
Yeah.
to return, to remember, and to reconnect to the soul consciousness, which is giving us the gift of life from the eternal ocean of love. So thank you all for being here with us today on our Wisdom Wednesday with the Mystic Martian Oracle deck. And Monu, do you have any parting words for our listeners here?
No, just what I started with. Join our club. We have a lot of fun here.
We do join our beauty, a radiant beauty of really relishing. Really, what it is relishing in who each one of us are. And if we're
Yes.
not doing it, why wait for anybody else? Relish
Right.
yourself. Enjoy.
Right.
Enjoy the life you have within you. It's abundant and beautiful. Thank you all for listening. This is the Purpose for Life podcast, Wisdom Wednesday. Host Suzanne Roberts, co-pilot Monu Singh. I'm the author of It's Deeper Than That, which I think you've heard a couple times here today, and founder of The Great Reconnection. And thanks for being here with us today. And subscribe and let us know what you'd like to listen to. Thank you.